So finally, we have all these elements. So what makes a good customer relationship management strategy? Well, there's 4 components. First of all, it's policies and business processes. As I mentioned, it is about a mindset, and it is about the people who are answering the phone. Technology can definitely support it and can make it easy, but it starts with the mindset of putting the customer first. The second part is actually the customer service, and I would expand it a little bit towards saying it should fit with the organization. It depends on your products and services and your strategy. If you're a high volume, cost strategy based company, you probably won't invest as much as customer service. You won't send free products to keep customers engaged. You are counting on a lot of customers. So your customer service needs to fit with what your products and services are. However, if you are focused on extending relationships, if you're lengthening the relationship, if you're deepening the relationship, that is a key thing to consider in customer relationship management strategy. How do we do that? If you go to the other side, there is the employee training. It has to deal with these mindset as well that we mentioned in policies, business, and processes. Your staff has to be in this mindset of helping people, and then your processes have to enable them. If you take the example of KLM, WebCare staff, for example, has access to a lot of systems that they can directly fix things for you. The goal is not to forward things to different departments, but to be able to directly address the needs of a customer so they don't have to get forwarded. That means in the web care team and in the customer relationship center, there's also people with expertise in baggage handling. There is expertise in seat arrangements. There's expertise in food and allergies. So all the information is there. It's not just people answering the phone. There's also people there with specific expertise so they can answer questions directly for customers. So this interaction between employee training and the business processes is key. And then above all, or behind all of that, is information and data that can help you to deliver that service, to understand your customers, to be there at the right time, the right moment that they either want to interact with you or you want to offer them a product and service to support them. And that, if you do customer relationship management well, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because people will start sharing more data with you to get that service. That's, for example, behind frequent flyer programs or pass holders or loyalty cards. You get something, you get data in which allows you to deliver better service, in which people will be happier to use your products and services, from which you gain more data, and so on and so forth. But also let's talk about the myth, because it sounds like you need a large team, you need to adapt your processes, you need to change a lot of things. That is not always true. In fact, the larger your organization is, the more people you have working, the more complex your processes become, probably the harder it will be for you to change that mindset, to implement systems, to redesign your organization to deliver that customer relationship management. In fact, often, especially now in the Corona times, you see that smaller companies, independent contractors, smaller shops, smaller restaurants are more easily adapting this mindset of customer relationship management, because they can implement it fairly easy using standard tools or standard systems. And they don't have to change a lot of processes. Often they're already quite service-minded, they just have to make that transition to online. I'll give you an example of a chef that worked at Tilburg University a few years ago. He was running the corner, like the halal food corner in the campus, and he had a Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, people would just post questions like, hey, can I have some lasagna? I will pick it up around 6 because I'm working late. My husband will pick it up. And he said, yeah, sure, it will be great. Very basic, but you will see here the technology is not the issue. It's just Facebook, but the mindset and the facilities you have. Somebody can post a message when they want on a platform they're already using. He's there to listen to this message and deliver products and services to it. And actually, it goes a bit further than that, because not being able to do this customer relationship management is not even a choice for you. companies, even if you're not participating in Google or Facebook or any of the other platforms as an organization, you will still be there. Google, for example, is tracking how busy stores are. They use these graphs to show wait times. Even if you're not participating as an organization, because your customers are there, they're collecting data of you and will be shared with Google through their mobile phones, for example. So even if you don't participate, you are still online, and that's still part of the customer experience. So the question is, do you really have a choice? Not really. And if you know about Yelp, you probably know this as well. If you have a small restaurant, people can leave reviews on Google or Yelp or somewhere else. And even if you don't participate yourself, you don't want to be on it, somebody else is sharing information about you. And actually, if you look at it, South Park has a great episode about this, how companies are being forced to participate in this digital service delivery, in this customer relationship management, in engaging with customers, even if they don't want to, because somebody else will do it for them. And actually, that's a worrisome development, and there is some counter movement against that. But essentially, customer relationship management in the digital world is not really a choice anymore. But if you do it well, it can deliver a lot of benefits. And one of the companies that I like in the Netherlands that does it really well is Coolblue. So I would also like to conclude today with this short video from Coolblue. And that actually takes part at the end of the customer journey. So once you've ordered, you went through the process, you got an email with updates. They're very fun kind of updates. You get the package at home, and you will get an email that your package has been delivered. And in that email is a link to a unpacking guide. And if you click that link, this is the video we'll see. So remember, that's the end of the customer journey. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.